Hello, my dear friends. Good morning. My name is Muniyara Ramasimhan. I am the author of the book How to Develop India in a Very Big Way. In this video, I want to tell you about how middle class in India is suffering because of the high rent in metro cities. This video is for the government to reduce the rent or cap the rent in all major cities in India, that is to help the middle class people to spend more in the market. I have been going through the internet and chat GPT is telling me that an average person residing in the cities of India like Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, etc. is spending up to 50% money he earns on rent alone. If he is living in a decent apartment in a moderately luxurious way, in Bangalore, a person has to spend at least 30% of his income. The rent is more in Mumbai, it is 40%, and in some places in Delhi, people are spending more than 50% of the income for renting apartments alone. There should be a cap on this. Why? Because the middle class people are paying huge amount of money as rent and they are unable to spend more money to buy more goods. So if the government can put a cap on the rent that the middle class people are paying in major metro cities, these middle class people can spend more money to buy goods and services. So that will boost the economy. So I want the government to create a system. For example, imagine I am from Cochin and I relocated to Bangalore with a job, with my wife and kids, with a family. Okay. So we need to register in a portal as a person or a family looking for rental. Then all the property owners should be registered in the portal, and if I pick one apartment, then the rent will be fixed, all the parameters are already fixed. So I sign the agreement, everything is digital. So I start living in that house and I pay the rent online only, not through cash. Government can take a small tax of 1 to 2% on the rentals, and the rent cannot be raised by the tenant at will. There should be government regulation to do that. And if a person is spending more than 20% of his salary for rent alone, then it is tough for that family. 30-40% unimaginable. So my suggestion to the government of India is that a person living and working in a metro who don't have a house, his rent should be cut at 10% of his salary. For example, if a person who is having a salary of 1 lakh rupees, he should be able to have an apartment at 10,000 rupees per month. So 90,000 rupees he can spend for raising his family, buying more goods and services. If a person earning 1 lakh rupees a month is paying 30,000, 40,000 as rent alone, only less money will be left for spending. And if we can bring a legislation to put a cap on the rental properties in Bangalore, Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, Calcutta, and all other metros, there will be tremendous progress in the country. The same can be applied for commercial premises also. The rents are very high in major metro cities, and the business is not doing that well. So if we can put a cap on the rent in metro cities in major locations, it can boost the business in a big way. Government has to do some financial adjustments, give some subsidies and things like that. Another thing I want to tell you is that now in Bangalore the yellow line has started and thousands of people are using the metro. I've been to Delhi metro. I came to know that Delhi metro is carrying lakhs of people every day. So government can give a small subsidy so that more people can migrate to the metro and travel. The metro network should be increased and it should actually help each and every individual to travel fast and easy with a moderate rate. So in that case, what will happen? The roadblocks will come down, the traffic on the roads will slowly come down, and we need to expand the metro rail network like what China is doing. We have to have thousands and thousands of more kilometers of metro rail in our major cities so that we can ease the traffic and people should be able to move faster from place to place without getting entangled in traffic jams. So, 2 points I want to bring into your attention, my dear friends. One is put a cap on the rental properties in all major metros in India, including commercial ones. Second, please provide a small uh, subsidy to the metro rail corporations all over India so that people can travel cheap. So this will in turn boost the economy like never before. Like metro system, I also suggest that government should have a goods carrying system where people can carry goods from one corner of the city to the other at fast pace like metro. So this can improve the movement of goods across cities or even across the cities at high speed. We can actually look at China in this case. So the metro rail there is very well established, and millions of people are getting benefited uh, traveling fast from one place to another. So as a country to progress, we need to move fast, we need to bring down our rentals, and we need to think fast. We have to adopt new technologies, and India has to move forward. My aim is to live in developed India. All details about my book, How to Develop India in a Very Big Way, is given below this video. Have a look and Jai Hind.